Good morning. It's nice and rainy here. We're actually supposed to get storms here this weekend, but I am going out of town. So I'm trying to get everything prepared for my family to take care of things for a few days. I'm going to be gone for 3-ish days, just making sure, everything's in place, everything's full, the feeders are full, the waters are full, everything is easy to take care of. I just tried to make it as easy as possible because while I love doing this, not everybody does. So not everybody likes to do chores and things. So I'm going to show you just a little snippet of what I'm going to do this morning to get ready before I leave today, and some of the things that I have already done. Let me know in the comments if you do the same thing, if you like to get everything clean, everything ready, everything in place before you leave the house. First thing, I'm going to take this extra feeder that I have, I'm going to fill it up. I got some chicken feed, so I'm going to fill it completely up and replace the one that is in there with this new one so that they have plenty of feed while I'm gone. All right, that is full. So I do have 2 of these, and it works out really well because I can just switch them out. I don't have to worry about taking this in there to get the other one out, filling it up, put it back in. Just seems like an easier process for me. There's the new ones. They kind of stay off by themselves. I really got to get them out of here though. I really want to get them out on grass, but I don't know how soon that's going to happen because I don't want them in my garden. So, got some that want to roost. Or not roost. Got broody hens. Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't have switched them out. Guess I should have checked, before. I'll just dump that in there. All right, so I hang this because as it gets emptier, of course, it'll come up. We do the same thing with the water just so they don't tip it over. So I guess I'll pour that in there, check their water. Okay, yep, fill that up too. Just opened the pool last night, so I actually put this out here to kind of clean it off, which is probably not a great idea. So we just opened the pool. Wanted to do that before the rain came because I had been cleaning off the cover, draining off the cover, and we were getting a bunch more rain. So I didn't want to have to do that again. So that's done. So I've got to take a sample of that water with me this morning, get some stuff to put in the pool. We do still use the chlorine and stuff. Even the salt water, I'm pretty sure, uses some chlorine. So you're just going to take preventative measures when you go swimming. You can actually use coconut oil, supposedly. I'm going to try that this year. I have had a reaction to the chlorine in the pool before. It does mess with my sinuses. So we're going to try that and see. So I'm going to show you what else I did. These are the little chicks. If you can see them, they're kind of hiding. They're kind of afraid of me. They're way back. Yeah, you can't really see them because it's not focusing in on them. But there's 5. I had 6, 1 died. I did not have a very good hatch rate this year. I actually filled my incubator up this year with 42 eggs and had 7 hatch. I don't know. I think part of it was my fault. I think I let the humidity drop, and I think it made some of the chicks, because there were more chicks where they couldn't hatch. I tried to help a couple, which there's kind of mixed reviews on that, if you're supposed to help them or not. I've helped them before and they were fine. I had 2 I helped, and they just didn't do well. So I had to bury some chicks. Then I put them in that coop you just saw. There's 4 in the run right now that I showed you earlier. And something dug underneath it and got 3 of them in a matter of a day. And so then I moved them. They were big enough. I put them in the coop one evening. So they're doing okay. They've actually gotten out a couple of times because they all are smaller. So I had to pay attention to the fencing and the pallets and everything. And so those are there. So I just moved these out of the barn, and I moved it up here by the house so that hopefully the dogs and everything will kind of keep stuff away. I'm not really sure what dug under there and got them. Dug a pretty good sized hole. I'm gonna head out to the barn. Maybe we'll catch the girls out there, but I don't actually go out to the barn as much now because Hattie, our livestock guardian dog, actually got out of the fence, the new fence, somehow, and ended up at the house. So we looked at that as a sign. She's at her life expectancy. If you look up large, Great Pyrenees, she's 12 years old. So we decided we're just going to leave her up here. This is what we wanted her to do to begin with, was stay at the house, kind of just walk the grounds like she's been doing these last couple or so weeks. So now we're just kind of loving on her up here. She got a trim, and she's just getting lay around. And she's not getting pestered or whatever, not having to fight over her food, or that's why I was having to feed them out there, was feed her and then feed the so don't have to do that anymore. So they're probably kind of mad at me out at the barn because they don't get the grain. Let's look at the garden really quickly and see how it's doing. Speaking of Hattie, I don't know if you can, well, you might be able to see her back there walking behind the green. She's back there kind of walking around. She walks the outside of the cleared area, and then she gets up back on the porch, and that's where she stays. She'll nap. I woke her up, kind of felt bad. I woke her up from a really good nap. There she is. She's so pretty. All right, so this is still wild. I just gave you guys a glimpse at the garden not too long ago, actually last week, the May garden. So it's not changed a whole lot. But these tomatoes, they're actually growing these three are growing really well. Look at these two down here, a lot bigger than what they were. Actually has blooms on them, which is kind of crazy. It's just like a jungle out here. This rain and sunshine, the beans are coming up over there. Dill. I just have an abundance of dill. I need to just pick it, probably repot it and sell it. I don't know. But anyways, I need to probably move it somewhere else. I mean, it's coming up everywhere. Carrots, radishes and stuff over there. This was such a mistake. I had mint back here forever, and now it's just literally taking over. It's not done this until this year, so I'm not really sure what is going on or what I'm going to do. This just I don't really want it to be a mint bed, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there. If you have any suggestions, let me know, because I'm not sure that it will ever not come up there now, unless I don't even know. So there's that. I'm going to take these poles. I got some more rebar. I'm going to create a small high tunnel in here for the winter, I think. And then going to utilize the space more. So I do have some stuff over here that I have been harvesting. I haven't harvested any of this yet. I do have some heads of cabbage forming. I probably should have put something over this. I did not. I've been kind of looking for, what have I been looking for? I've been looking for eggs and stuff. So this is collards. Got some Brussels sprouts over here and some celery. I've never grown celery before, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not really sure, but I think these are probably going to be pretty close to harvesting. I've got peas over here. I love sugar snap peas. I'll probably pick some of these and eat them while I'm out here. I've got some potatoes coming up that I did not plant this year, and actually that lettuce, I think my last video was actually still flat, but you can actually see now that it's coming back out after I cut it. So I need to probably should have cut these two, but I've got these. I tell you what, all the sunshine and rain, they're just, I mean, these are huge. I don't think they were this big last time. And I need to definitely get the lettuce out of here. Now all of my bok choy now has went to seed. I did not get it near fast enough, but look at that little bitty broccoli head. And yeah, all the bok choy, so I need to save those seeds. And apparently got like a little trap plant over there, because that's where everything is going, so it can just stay over there. Except for over here, I do have some issues apparently. Did not see that. And sugar snap peas here as well. Ooh, lots of them. I tell you, that rain and sunshine just makes stuff explode. I actually remembered that I had these. I've put these up since last time, and these have potatoes in them. We're going to try this because I've put them in pots before, and I really liked having them in pots and being able to just dump it out. So we're going to use those. I've actually had those for like 3 years. Forgot about them. I think I already showed you all these. I did get my other row down, the fabric down. Oh, but I think there is one more thing I haven't shown you yet that I did get done, and we're going to see how it lasts this weekend during these storms that we're supposed to be getting. Rain, hopefully not a lot of wind. Look at that beauty. So this beauty got put up this past weekend. I had the kids help me pull the plastic up over it. I've got new strapping inside, like I think I've showed you before, and then I've got this new, oh, one's already gone. I'm gonna have to find that and put that back. So they're not staying on the rebar as good as what I hoped they would, especially when the wind starts blowing. So I probably need to get that back over here. It probably slid off of it and just, yeah, flew back over, but I don't know. We'll see. There the ladies are. That's Crazy Pants. We call her Crazy Pants because, yeah, if I remember, I'll show you a video why we call her Crazy Pants and what fun she had on a pile of dirt. Yeah, somebody called her a cow dozer. Actually, my son-in-law called her a cow dozer because of what she was doing. But we're hoping, I don't know, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with her. I'm going to a workshop this weekend about AIing your dairy cattle, so we'll see if that's something I don't know. We'll see. No, I'm not doing it, but we'll see if it's something I can figure out maybe That would just be so much easier than taking them somewhere, getting a bull here, I guess. I don't know. So I guess that's it for today. I am gonna head inside. Actually, it's kind of nice out right now. The sun's coming out. You hear all the birds, the frogs. Everything is gonna grow like crazy this weekend. It's gonna be warm. Oh my gosh. And I mowed right before, so it's gonna be crazy. The grass is gonna be like ready to be mowed again. My garden's probably gonna look completely different when I get back. That's okay. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for all those blooms and all that good stuff. So, because I got started late. Well, actually, so I started early. My plants got started late because, you know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know, I had mice, I've had seed saga. It's just, some of it's my fault, some of it not. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going inside. I'm going to finish my inside stuff, run to town, get my pool stuff, get all that done so I can, so I can get going. I'm going with my mom and my sister to the Homestead Festival in Tennessee. So we're pretty excited about that. Got a girls' weekend just to kind of chill out, learn some new stuff, and just hang out, basically, you know, get away from stuff for a little bit. Let me know what you're doing, what you like to do, like I mentioned earlier. If you do what I do before you leave and go somewhere, and if you're going to the Homestead Festival, let me know if you're going. That would be so cool to meet some of you. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today. Okay, just real quick, look at that purple basil. I just walked by it. And those tomato plants, they were tiny last time I showed you this garden, which was a week or so ago. And that is crazy. I am so excited.